All right, so you're ready to tackle the UPSC exam. Awesome. We've got a ton of resources here to help you navigate this thing and hopefully come out on top. We're not just talking some basic study tips or anything like that. We're going to go deep into advanced tactics and even exploring how AI can give you a serious edge. Think of it like your secret weapon.
You know what's really interesting about this exam? It's not just a knowledge test.
Oh,
It's
no.
about seeing if you have what it takes for a career in the Indian Civil Services, the UPSC. They're not just looking for textbook answers. They want to see how you think, how you analyze, and how you apply knowledge in the real world.
Okay, so it's about the bigger picture, not just memorizing facts. I got to ask, though, what are some of the biggest misconceptions people have about UPSC prep? Where do they go wrong?
One big trap is thinking you can just cram information and ace it, this exam. It demands a deep understanding of the subjects. You got to be able to connect seemingly unrelated concepts and articulate your thoughts clearly. It's a holistic challenge, really.
So it's about making connections, seeing how history, economics, current events, even environmental science all intertwine. That's actually pretty cool. But honestly, with so much to cover, where do you even begin?
I always recommend starting with a deep dive into the syllabus, almost like a detective. Investigating a crime scene, don't just skim it, dissect it. Identify the core themes, the recurring patterns, and use that to anticipate the types of questions they might ask.
All right, so play detective with the syllabus. I like that. But once we've got our roadmap, how do we actually approach the studying itself? There are mountains of books, articles, online resources. It's overwhelming.
Absolutely. And this is where a lot of people get tripped up. The key is to move beyond just a generic study plan and make one that's truly personalized. Analyze your strengths and weaknesses ruthlessly. Maybe you excel in history, but struggle with economics. Allocate your time accordingly.
Okay, personalize and prioritize.
Got it.
But what about the optional subjects? Those seem like a make or break decision.
You're right. The optional subject can really impact your overall score. But don't just pick what's trendy or perceived as easy. The best choice. It aligns with your interests, your academic background, and what resources you have available. Do your research. Look at past trends, and make a strategic decision that plays to your strengths.
Makes sense. So we've all heard about NCERT textbooks being essential for UPSC prep. Are those enough, or should we be branching out?
Inserts. Fantastic for building a solid foundation, especially for grasping the fundamentals. But to really excel, you'll need to dive deeper, explore standard textbooks, delve into academic journals, and tap into relevant online resources. Remember, the UPSC exam demands both breadth and depth of knowledge. It's about connecting the dots, not just memorizing isolated facts.
That's actually a perfect segue into something I've always struggled with. How do we connect current events to the static syllabus? It feels like this ever-changing beast that's impossible to tame.
Ah, yes, the dynamic beast of current affairs. This is where those analytical skills come in. It's not about memorizing headlines. It's about understanding the underlying principles and applying them to current events. For instance, let's say there's a recent policy change related to agriculture. You wouldn't just read the news. You'd analyze it through the lenses of Indian polity, economics, even environmental science. You see how it connects to what you've learned from the static syllabus.
So it's about thinking critically, connecting the dots, and showing the examiners you can apply knowledge to real-world issues. That's way more interesting than just regurgitating facts. But how do you even practice that? I mean, is it something you're just born with, or can you actually develop that analytical muscle?
Oh, it's definitely a skill you can hone, and honestly, practice is key. One of the best ways to really flex that analytical muscle is through answer writing. The UPSC examiners, they aren't just looking for correct answers, they're looking for well-structured arguments that are coherent and persuasive. They want to see how you connect the dots, how you analyze evidence, and how you articulate your thoughts effectively.
So it's not just about knowing the stuff, it's about how you present it. But answer writing for the UPSC, it's almost legendary for being tough. Are there any secret techniques or anything that can help us stand out?
There are definitely strategies that can elevate your answer writing game. One that I always emphasize is the PEEL method. Point, evidence, explanation, and link. It's a fantastic framework for just organizing your thoughts and presenting them clearly and concisely and with impact.
Peel. I'm liking the sound of this already. Can you break it down for us? How does it actually work?
Imagine you're tackling a question about the impact of globalization on the Indian economy, right? You'd start with your point, a clear statement of your argument. Then you'd provide evidence to support your point, maybe drawing from economic data or specific historical events. Next, you'd explain the significance of this evidence, showing how it directly connects to your argument. Finally, you'd link your argument back to the broader context of the question, highlighting its relevance to the overall theme.
Okay, so it's about building a solid argument, backing it up with evidence, and then connecting it back to the bigger picture. It's like constructing a persuasive essay, but under intense time pressure.
Exactly. And that's where practice is crucial. The more you practice, the better you become at structuring those arguments, managing your time, and even developing your own unique writing style.
This is reminding me of something we touched on earlier, the power of technology in UPSC preparation. Can AI actually help with something as complex as answer writing?
Absolutely. In fact, this is where AI tools like careerpathup.com really shine. They offer a feature called AI-powered answer evaluation, which can be a total game changer for your prep. Imagine writing a practice answer and getting instant feedback from an AI that's been trained on thousands of high-scoring UPSC responses.
Wait, so it's like having a virtual examiner giving you personalized feedback 24/7. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Tell me more. How does this AI evaluation actually work?
It's surprisingly sophisticated. You just upload your practice answer, and the AI analyzes it for a whole range of factors. Clarity of thought structure, relevance to the question, use of language, even potential factual errors. You get a detailed breakdown of your strengths and weaknesses, along with specific suggestions for improvement.
Okay, so it's not just a generic score. It's targeted feedback that helps you pinpoint exactly where you need to improve. That's way more efficient than waiting for feedback from a mentor or teacher.
Right. Exactly. And the beauty of it is you can practice as much as you want, get instant feedback, and continuously refine your answer writing skills. It's like having a personal answer writing coach at your fingertips.
I'm sold. But let's be real. The UPSC exam is about more than just answer writing. It's about managing a massive syllabus, staying motivated, and keeping up with those ever-changing current events. Can AI tools help with those aspects as well?
They can definitely play a supportive role. One feature that I find particularly helpful is personalized learning paths. Based on your initial assessment and your progress on the platform, the AI creates a customized roadmap that guides you through the syllabus, recommending specific topics to focus on and resources to utilize.
So no more generic study plans. It's all tailored to you and your individual learning journey. That's pretty.
Those are the times when features like predictive analysis can be surprisingly helpful. By analyzing past trends and patterns in the UPSC exam, these AI tools can predict potential question areas. It's not about giving you the answers, but rather it's about helping you prioritize your studies. Focus on the topics that are most likely to appear in the exam.
So it's like having a strategic advisor kind of whispering in your ear like, hey, pay attention to this. It might be important. That can be a real confidence booster when you're feeling lost in this sea of information. But okay, let's say I'm ready to dive into the world of AI-powered UPSC prep. Walk me through step by step how I would actually use a platform like careerpathup.com.
Well, it's designed to be incredibly intuitive, even if you're not a tech whiz. You would start by going to careerpathup.com and creating an account. Once you're in, you'll take an initial assessment. This isn't a test or anything. It's more like a friendly chat with the AI to help it understand your strengths, weaknesses, and goals.
So like a personalized onboarding experience, guiding you to the right tools and resources based on your needs.
Exactly. Based on that assessment, the AI will generate your personalized learning path. This is like your roadmap to success. It outlines the specific topics you need to focus on, the resources you should be using, and even a suggested study schedule.
No more generic study guides.
Wow.
It's all tailored to me and my individual journey. But what if my strengths and weaknesses change over time? Does the learning path adapt?
That's the beauty of it. The platform constantly tracks your progress. It analyzes your performance on practice questions, quizzes, even mock tests. It then uses that data to adjust your learning path in real time, ensuring you're always challenged and engaged at the right level.
Okay, I'm starting to see how powerful this can be. So I've got my personalized learning path. What's next?
Now it's time to dive into the heart of the platform, the practice zone. CareerPathUP.com has this huge bank of practice questions covering every single corner of the UPSC syllabus. The AI will select questions based on your learning path and your performance on previous questions, constantly pushing you to expand your knowledge and really hone your skills.
It's like having a personal trainer for your brain, constantly pushing you to reach your full potential. But what about feedback? I know that's essential for growth, especially with something as challenging as the UPSC.
You're absolutely right, and that's where the AI-powered answer evaluation comes in. Write practice answers just like you would in the actual exam, upload them, and the AI will analyze your responses, providing detailed feedback on everything, content, structure, language, clarity of thought.
It's like having a virtual examiner at your beck and call,
Yeah.
offering personalized insights 24/7. That's pretty incredible.
Yeah. And remember, throughout this whole journey, CareerPathUP.com tracks your progress. providing insightful analytics on your performance, your strengths, your weaknesses, and even your estimated chances of success. This data-driven approach can be incredibly motivating, helping you stay focused and make strategic adjustments as you go.
Okay, so we've got personalized learning paths, adaptive practice, AI-powered answer evaluation, targeted resources, progress tracking, and even a human element woven in. That's a truly holistic approach to UPSC preparation.
It's about empowering you with the knowledge, the tools, and the support you need to succeed in this incredibly challenging exam.
This has been an eye-opening deep dive into the world of UPSC preparation.
Yeah.
We've gone beyond the surface and explored how AI can really revolutionize the way aspirants approach this exam. But ultimately, it comes down to you, the individual. The drive, the dedication, the fire in your belly to make a difference, that's what will truly set you apart.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure sharing these insights with you. To everyone out there listening who's dreaming of joining the Indian Civil Services, remember you have the power to make it happen. Embrace technology, craft your own strategy, and never ever give up on your aspirations.
And now that you know how to prepare, what unique strengths will you bring to the Indian Civil Services? It's a question worth pondering as you embark on this incredible journey.
The journey starts now. We'll be here to support you every step of the way.